know that there are tons of secrets hidden from you in Roblox Rivals? Did you know that in Big Crossroads, if you go to this block on Big Arena and then you jump up and then throw a warp stone out, you can actually land outside the map and you can actually eventually get into the lobby using the flamethrower and the Sith, which I actually missed the landing here, but you get the point. And next up on Splash, if you actually have the trowel, you can go over to the water. And as you're jumping on this water, look up, place some blocks, and eventually you'll go through the map just like this, which it will kill you, but it is just a fun little glitch that you can do on this map for fun. And it might take a couple of tries, but you have to aim right above your head, and if you crouch, then you can go through. And for number 3, what if I told you that multiple maps have ducks hidden within them? So if you go over here to this bus right here, and you go around this way, and you go on this side, if you look under the bus, you can actually see there's a duck right there. And this is only one duck out of many like little animals hidden around multiple maps in the game. And the next one is actually going to be on docks. So if you head over to this red building over here, or I think it might be yellow on the normal version, under this platform right here, as you can see, there's a little puffer fish right here. The only bad thing about this is if you jump off the map, you're of course going to die. And the next one's actually on Crossroads. If you go up here to this spot right next to this billboard, as you can see here, this map actually has a cow. And I have a few more of these little map Easter eggs throughout the video, so be sure to stay tuned for those. Next up, by using the warper and the warp stone, you can actually teleport outside the shooting range. If you go to this spot on the map and you kind of just walk in a line, throw the warp stone out, keep walking, boom, just like that, we're outside the map. And the reason we have the warper is actually if you want to get out, you have to put one of the portals up there. And then you want to go over to like this little rainbow bit right here. You want to place your other portal right here, kind of like on this ledge here. You want to get it as close as possible. That's because there's a little invisible wall right here, so it's kind of hard to reach this. But eventually, yeah, you can teleport just like that. So that's actually a really cool way to get out of the shooting range. Next up, I'm going to be showing you guys a trick to actually see enemies behind walls. I'm being serious. So you see this like little enemy right here. Say we want to see him behind this wall. We're going to stand right here. And we're actually going to do an emote. As you can see, you can move your screen and you can actually see the enemy behind that wall. So this is an extremely good strategy that you can use in 1v1s. It can be extremely effective in certain situations. Next up on construction, if you hit the right spot right here, as you can see, I'm actually killing the other person just by shooting the crane. We can actually test that out one more time. You basically have to hit the right spot. It's right around here. As you can see, you can just immediately kill the enemy. It's pretty OP. So that's a fun little trick if you have the energy rifle. Going back on Splash earlier, how I mentioned you can actually use the paintbrush to go under here. Well, actually, there's an easier way if you have the Sith. If you take the Sith and you go to the water and you simply just jump and then dash under, you can go under the map. It's a little easier to do compared to the trowel, but it's just not quite as fun. But if you want to jump under the map a little easier, then that's a way to do it. The next one involves the knife. If you go to the knife and put on the default skin, and you go to a place like the shooting range or a place where there's going to be no enemies, if you keep inspecting, then eventually... Yep, there we go. Secret inspect, just like that. You can make the knife disappear. This is, in my opinion, one of the best secret inspects in the game, along with some of the other ones. Here's another one of my favorites that actually involves the shorty. If you keep pressing inspect, you can actually do this, where you can balance the shorty on one hand. I think that's extremely fun. And just for a third one, for good measure, if you take the RPG and you keep inspecting, you can actually juggle the rockets. I just think this is one of the most fun secret inspects. There's even some music playing in the background. It's really, really goofy and quirky. I love it. Going back to the animals that's hidden around the map, if you go back on Splash, if you go over this way, as you can see, there's a little blue dot in the water. And if you zoom in on that, then you can see this is actually a little dolphin, which I think fits really well on the Splash map. And of course, just for a little bonus, there's actually a little duck in the water, which on the festive version, the duck is actually stuck in the ice, so I think that's a little cool. For the next one, imagine if you're playing against a really, really hard player that has the flamethrower. As you can see, the flamethrower can be pretty OP at times, like just like that, the player's dead. But there's actually a counter to the flamethrower that not everybody really knows about, and that's actually the smoke grenade. So for example, if I want to kill this person right here, let's throw the smoke grenade on them, and let's try to flamethrower through this. The smoke grenade actually extinguishes the flame, and of course you can actually add smoke to the smoke grenade to make the ball even bigger. And then of course with the smoke grenade you can actually push this as well. With the flamethrower you can do that, and it pushes it and it makes it smaller. So after a couple bursts, you can eventually push this away from your enemy. So in a way there's a counter to the counter, which is kind of fun. Next up, we're going to go on to the backrooms map. This actually might take a little bit of searching because this entire map actually looks pretty similar. But basically you want to look around in one of these these corners, and eventually you will find a golf ball. Yep, here it is. There's the golf ball right there. Let me just zoom in on this a little bit. As you can see, there's a golf ball right there, which that's actually a reference to one of Nozny's other games. And that game is actually Super Golf, which was the game that Nozny made before Rivals. And you can actually find references to Super Golf and Nozny's other games all over the maps. As you can see, if you go over here on Crossroads, there's a billboard right there advertising his other game, Super Golf. And that's not the only reference to Nozny's other games. If you go over here by the trampoline, there's a sign that says Treasure Quest, which is another game that Nozny has made. Next up on construction, everyone knows you can land on the crane. As you can see here, we're on top of the crane, right? What if I told you you could actually land on this blimp? So once you wait for it to come close, you can either Sith dash onto it like this, or you can actually use a grenade to jump on top of it. For example, let's say the blimp is kind of getting away from us. We can actually just whip out the grenade and then we can jump on it like this as well. Then you can actually shoot the enemy from all the way up here and they'll never see you. They'll never think you're going to be up here. So that's an easy way to win a round or two. And it doesn't have to be the purple one either. You can actually land on the yellow one as well. As you can see, I pretty much just dashed right on top of this yellow blimp. And I'm pretty sure you can just stay on here as long as you can. And if you're playing hide and seek, you can actually hide behind this wing as well. Next up, if you equip the slingshot and the trip mine, if you keep shooting this and then you click your quick utility, you can actually throw trip mines just like that. And of course you have two of these, and with the new slingshot buff, this thing is actually pretty OP. Because after you've shot your trip mines, as you can see, this one's over here, and this one actually made it all the way to the enemy spawn, so sometimes you can get lucky like that, and you still have some balls left in your slingshot. So this is actually very OP now, especially after the slingshot buff. And I'd actually recommend using this trick on back rooms because the slingshot and the trip mine can actually be super OP in this map. I didn't get too lucky with that one right there. Let's see if we can find this other one. This other one made it all the way back to this corner somehow, so the enemy could step on that and never expect it. And this one right here is in between this doorway, so it's easy to step on. Next up, what if I told you you can kinda use auto shoot on PC? So if you grab a wireless controller and just use a USB-C cable to plug it in, as you can see, I'm actually using controller now. And of course, if you have auto shoot turned on in the settings, then it'll work just fine. Boom. So if you're ever going against an auto shooter, just plug in your controller and give them a taste of their own medicine. Next up, if you take the jump pad and place it on a wall like this, if you take the Sith and you dash into it while holding W, you can actually go inside the jump pad. You have to remain extremely still. As you can see here, I'm actually inside the jump pad and I'm not bouncing out. If we equipped a skin, kind of like this skin right here that's a little thicker, it actually makes it a kind of effective way to hide. As you can see, I'm inside the jump pad, but if I look a little bit to the left like that, you actually bounce out. So you have to be extremely still. And just for a little bonus, if you use this code on screen by going to shop, more, and then codes, if you enter it in right here, you can actually get a free skin, which is this right here for the assault rifle, which looks really good. But it's only here for a limited time, so if you're watching this video a while after it's uploaded, you might not be able to get it. Just keep your eyes peeled on the Nozny Games Twitter account. They tweet out codes all the time. If you want some easy codes, then just go over to the screen right here, and they have codes right here that you can use for some free keys. As you can see, if I enter free 135, then I get 3 keys, which isn't much, but if you're trying to save your streak, or if you just started the game, then it's actually pretty nice. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, then click the playlist on the left and subscribe on the right.